Oh no, we have what happened?
Oh,
Okay, this is what happens when you go live. You don't know what's going on in the back end with my producer. Just kidding, Mama Smiley. I love you. Welcome back to the RSP Lounge. Once again, here I'm Alexis Cardoza, and I am joined by someone who I'm gonna introduce in just a second. Once again, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Follow us everywhere on Ranger Stop and Pop. It is day 2 here on Saturday, and with me I have Tessa Rao. Is that do I say that
that was
continuously mess it up or no?
no, that was great.
Tessa
Tessa
Rao's
Rao.
Rao's okay.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
Rao.
Yeah, we're
Like
gonna give her
rowdy.
right.
Like
Okay, good.
Rao.
We're gonna give her a little. We're
Sorry.
gonna give a little introduction to Tessa Rao real quick here. So,
Russell Curry is also sitting
and
right
he's
here
also
watching
sitting in the
me,
back
so
end. So should be
I'm feeling
interesting.
very watched right
Well,
now.
it's only millions of people, and you know this. You've been in front of millions of people before.
Yeah, every day, all
Ladies
day.
and gentlemen, we're sitting here with the dynamic force behind the Power Rangers Green Ranger in Dino Fury and Cosmic Fury. With her infectious enthusiasm and unwavering bravery, Tessa embodied the spirit of heroism on and, from what I've seen here at the con, off the screen.
Aw.
From battling intergalactic villains to forging her unbreakable bonds with her Power Ranger teams, like Russell sitting back there, she brings a spark of hope and determination to every adventure and fight scene and whatnot that she's been a part of. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Tessa
I
Rao.
didn't know that my ego was going to be stroked in this interview. That's
This is what I
lovely.
do,
That
ma'am.
is
I get paid
lovely.
millions of dollars to
I
do
need that. I
stuff
want
like
that on my
this.
resume.
Would you like me to always do all your interviews
Yes,
around the world?
please. That
I
sounds
can be
great.
your
I've
hype
never
man on
felt so good about
stage,
that's like such a beautifully
Morphicons,
written.
anywhere that you need me. I am free.
All right,
All
I'll
right,
do that.
Tessa, I'm gonna take this a little bit off script because we've had you on before, some
Hmm.
other adventures, and for me, I want to just get right to the point. You basically and your cast members ended a long Power Ranger run of 30 years on television
Yeah.
and on screen and on films as well. How does that feel for you after it's all been said and done?
I mean, I guess I feel two different things. I feel incredibly honored, like I feel very lucky and I don't take it lightly, but I also like why is it I don't want to be the last. Do more. Like it's dumb.
I agree.
I don't know.
I know. I
Like, we
100%
shouldn't be the
agree.
last. But I also like to think that maybe if there's some time taken and people step away and kind of look back on the 30 years of this incredible legacy and maybe go like, how do we make it even better? How do we move it even forward, like forward even more quickly and
Sure.
effectively? And what's the best way to do that in this time? Not like 30 years ago,
Yeah.
because obviously things are different. So hopefully it will come back and it will be even bigger and even better somehow because it's already pretty insane.
You did the 2 seasons. Were you prepared to do a second season?
No.
No. Was it just thrown upon you guys?
Well, we kind of there was a conversation about the potential of it right at the end of shooting, but we didn't want to assume because it was like if it's not happening, then we're gonna think that we're all coming back, and then
Sure.
it's never gonna happen again.
Right.
And that was on my mind a lot, and so I was kind of trying to go like, just don't worry about it. Like maybe we'll come back, and if they leave it on that cliffhanger,
Yeah.
I will be mad on behalf of every
Sure.
single fan across the world. So hopefully we do come back, but if we don't, like I just want to soak it in. And then yeah, when we found out that it was happening, it was like we get to do this all over again. I get
Yeah.
to see those people again. I think every second we were on set that
Sure.
time we were just like, this is extra time that we didn't think we'd ever get. So we have to soak it all in and appreciate all of it.
Were you prepared for the role that they put you in? Being the first, LGBTQ Power Ranger. I personally, this is my opinion, it was never felt forced. It never felt like it was something that, to me,
Good.
watching on screen, that we all know there's a lot of people out there that just are very negative about certain things. But the people that I surround
Yes.
myself with and the people with me, like myself, thought that it was beautifully done.
There are a lot of ignorant people, I think.
Ignorant is the correct
Yeah,
word. This is a PG rated show. I almost got fired um, with what I was
we're
going to
good.
say.
We're fine.
But for you, seeing now you've been removed from the show for a while, you look back at the work that you've done as Izzy.
Mm.
How do you reflect on that? Izzy and Fern,
Oh,
like how was that for you? Were you ready for that role?
yeah. I think from the minute I started doing this job, and I said it a lot, and so I apologize if you've heard it before, but representation is like the number
Sure.
one thing in my brain always that I want to be making better about this industry. I think it's incredibly impactful, negatively or positively, the way you see yourself on screen or whether you see yourself on screen at all. And I think not only did not enough people see themselves represented, but they don't see themselves honestly represented enough.
Sure.
So there's a lot of misrepresentation or quite harmful representation, showing all the trauma and the pain and the struggle of these communities instead of just also showing that's important, it's relevant, but there's also a lot of joy and love in those people's
I
lives.
agree.
And just other human experiences that it's not the only thing about them, that they might be a person of color or they might be queer or they might be
Sure.
a trans person. They're also a person, and I think that those things are really important to show. And so to get the chance this early on in my career and for it to be Izzy and for it to be a show that kids watch as well, I felt like my inner child was being like healed every single time I got to just bring a little bit of that into the story.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, it should have happened a long time ago.
I
But I'm
agree.
honored.
I agree with
I'm
you.
honored that it got to be me.
Yeah, you mean you've done all the cool things, like from the ripping of the skirt to being the female Green Ranger to just you push the boundaries, which is great as a character and for yourself as well. Before
And
I
I have to credit the writing as well. Like
yes, the
I'm
writing,
very
yeah,
proud of being a part of it, but the writers,
yeah,
that
of
was the
course,
writers and that was
because
Simon
that was
as well.
Izzy. The writing was
They
Izzy, and you
created
brought
that.
Izzy to
I
life.
just got to bring it
Right
to life.
there,
Yeah,
you go.
that like go them.
Not to keep you here too long, what do you see for yourself now moving forward? Are you looking into continuing to your acting career? What's going on in the world of Tessa right now?
Yes, definitely want to keep acting. I'd love to like direct and produce one
Look at
day, but
you.
that's I think there's a lot more for me to learn from a lot of people that are better than me before I'm in a position to be leading that charge.
Sure.
And music, I think the next step, like it's been a long time coming, and I've been kind of
Look at
behind
you.
closed doors working on my music for a long time.
Yeah. You want to drop some bars?
No. It's a confidence thing. Like I know that I walk around being like, hey, and Izzy seems super confident, but I also have a lot of anxiety and
Yes.
a lot of insecurity and a lot of fear about failing or being laughed at or being.
But that's
it's all
normal. That's
It's all
who you're
human.
gonna be. Yeah.
We're just people and we all feel that sometimes, I think. And music is very vulnerable. So it's taken some time, but I think the next few years I really want to like focus in on producing my music and
Good stuff, man.
getting some stuff out there. So we'll see. Hopefully you'll hear something soon.
I speak for a lot of people when I say we're very proud of what you've done on screen and off screen. You conduct yourself so amazingly in front of everyone. I've been watching you as I walk around the floor, how the people come up to you and how like personable you are. Because this business could sometimes be very cutthroat and very nasty, and you are completely the opposite of that.
Well, I love you. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for every single person that attends
They
these,
were-
and otherwise, like I would not have a job. I would not be here without you. So
Literally, if it wasn't for me,
for you
is what she's saying.
it's all
Specifically,
him.
okay, me.
All of
Anyway,
him.
Tessa, thank you so much for being on
Of
here
course,
on
my pleasure.
RSP Lounge. Ladies and gentlemen, continue to watch, subscribe to the Ranger Stop and Pop channel here. We're going to be here one more day tomorrow on Sunday. If you guys never got your tickets and you missed out, this is your like intro into what's going on out here. So make sure you get tickets for next year. You're going to try to come back next year?
I
if you
hope
could?
so.
Yeah, that'd be great. Okay, we're going to still be here. I'm probably going to still be sitting on this desk until they come back next year. So yeah, thank you all for
That sounds
tuning
like a
in.
very sad year.
Yeah, where can people follow you real quick? You're worldwide, but where can people follow you? What a sad year, me just sitting
Please
here.
follow me.
Yeah.
No, thank you. But online, Tessa_Rao, I think.
Yeah, Tessa_Rao.
On Instagram. A very similar thing on TikTok. I don't have Twitter or X anymore.
Good for you.
Apart from that,
Good for you.
yeah, those are the ones.
Yes.
Those
All
are the
right. Cool. Follow her, and yeah, that's it. Thank you all, and stay tuned. We got way more to come.
Thank you.